snack. That's all I'm gonna say. Pull up a snack, get comfortable. I got so many notes right here. I normally break it up by scenes, but as y'all know, we didn't have any scenes besides the last 2 minutes. Everything else was in the same episode, the same moment, same scene. They did not leave that living room. And somebody got a justified ass whooping, a justified jumping. I'm not here for jumping on any occasion except for this one. And it was justified. And I knew I was not going to like Gretchen. And this just proved it. And I'm going to get into it. But if y'all are new here, please thumbs up the video. If you're not new here, you should already know. I shouldn't have to tell you to thumbs up the video and drop a comment down below because interactions are super duper important over here. It helps push out my video, get me in the algorithm. And it brings new people to me. So if y'all could just do that for me, it's free. It helps me out. And yeah. But turn your post notifications on because I will be going live tomorrow with Movie Bay around probably 9 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Central time. But because we're going to be talking about this and we take callers now. We figured out how to do that. But we're going to be talking about this episode and I will see y'all then. But let's go ahead and get into this episode. It's a lot. I know y'all got a lot of comments, so drop them down below and let's go. Okay. So we get back to Bianca and Sapphire. Sapphire got 2 good clean hits in before Bianca got to not even swinging, trying to grab and pull hair. Like she didn't do nothing but try and pull hair. Like Bianca cannot fight. I'm at the point now where I can clearly say she cannot fight. She went a couple rounds and did not swing not one time. She did not swing in any round that she's had with Sapphire, and they won at least 4 or 5 rounds now. All she's doing is grabbing, trying to pull hair or at least grab and like headlock Sapphire. When Sapphire, I don't even like Sapphire, but I will give her props. She's at least swinging, and I will respect you if you at least swing. Sitting here trying to grab hair is punk shit. But Bianca ends up going and taking Sapphire's wig because she ends up getting it, taking it to go flush it in the toilet. She tries to, doesn't really do it, which I'm glad she didn't because she would have clogged the toilet. But she ended up leaving the wig in the toilet, and we find out later on that she ended up pissing on the wig. So she's a nasty, nasty woman. Like you spit on somebody, now you pissing on people's wigs. Like that shit is weird. Regardless if she's coming in here to fight on her friend's behalf, like that type of shit is weird. Like if you really want to fight on your friend's behalf, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put them fists in somebody's face. Sitting here spitting on somebody and pissing on people's wigs and shit. That's weak shit to me. But Sapphire ends up putting her arm back in the sling. Mariahlynn and Scotty go to check on Bianca. Tasiki's in there just watching. But Scotty asks, like, where is this stemming from? Like, what is this coming from? And Bianca says she didn't like how she snuck Mariahlynn last season. And I still stand firm on this. I don't feel like Bianca snuck Mariahlynn because they was face to face. Like they was on that bridge or on them stairs during that little river fight back in Jamaica. They was face to face. Yes, she tried to like hit Mariah off guard, but Mariah was looking at her. So that's not a sneak. But that's my opinion. Y'all might disagree. It is what it is. But Bianca said she didn't like that. She said, like, Sapphire didn't want to fight E.T. Sapphire only wanted to fight small bitches, and she's not pussy. It can be true because we know Sapphire did not want to fight E.T. She only fought E.T. because she looked stupid on TV, and we always telling her that she should have fought E.T. So she did that at the reunion to prove a point, which I essentially feel like Sapphire came onto this season wanting to prove a point. But in this instance with Bianca, she has every right to put her hands on Bianca. I don't feel like she was trying to come in here to want to fight Bianca, but she gave her a reason to do it. So essentially, Sapphire is getting her rocks off with Bianca. So it is what it is. But Sapphire's in the room saying that Bianca is scared because she ended up running away. She didn't want to continue to go rounds. She spit on her, and now she's getting slammed tonight. And she grabbed her wig and ran with it. I don't disagree with Sapphire. Like, you spit on me, I'm going to off you. Like me, you spit on me, you're not getting out of my sight without me really putting damage into you. But she's saying that she shouldn't be on Baddies, yada yada yada. So Scotty is back in there asking Bianca if she's willing to squash everything. And Scotty is actually, and y'all know I'm not a fan of Scotty. Scotty is making sense to me so far this season. She's not annoying me per se. There's one part where she was annoying me, but I'll get to it later on. But you can tell she's at least coming in here not trying to prove a point like she was last season, which I hope she stays that way throughout the season. And I might actually like Scotty for a season. But she's pretty much saying like Bianca is trying to fight Sapphire over some last season shit. Yes, I understand your friend coming in to want to fight behind you, which I completely agree with. Like, Sapphire should have fought for Suki the way Bianca came in here and wanted to fight for Mariahlynn. But Mariahlynn and Sapphire have no beef. So at this point, I don't see why she wants to come in here and do this. And if anything, if she wanted to come in here and fight Sapphire, she should have been real and tell Sapphire, look, I have an issue with you. I don't like the shit that you did with my friend. Square the fuck up because I want to get my rocks off with you. She didn't want to do that. She went to sneaking. She went to spitting. She went to pissing on people's shit. That is weird. But Bianca's proud of flushing the wig. Tasiki goes to get the wig. She sees that there's piss on it, and she's like, nah, leave that shit in there. Sapphire gonna have to go buy another one. So Bianca said that she pissed on it, which is how we know that she pissed on it. But Tasiki said now Sapphire is going to have to eat her up for good. And I'm like, exactly. Like, she's disrespected you to the utmost. Like, she spit on you. She pissed on your wig. Like, that's crazy. But Tasiki goes to tell Sapphire, and she's saying that she's going to beat her ass. She said, like, you spit on me, now the wig. Like, Sapphire saying, I don't care about the wig. But it's just the principle. Like, the fact of the matter is you spit on me and you threw my wig in a toilet and you pissed on that shit. So at the fact of you doing that makes me want to beat your ass just because of it. Tasiki's talking about how the wig is nice. I love Tasiki. Like, this type of Tasiki is a Tasiki I like. I know a lot of people wanted to see more from her, aka her be a more prominent fixture in the storylines, but I don't care for that. Tasiki's being Tasiki. We all know she can fight. We all know if she does fight, a lot of these girls might go to the hospital. So I'm glad that she's not out here looking for a fight. I'm glad that she's not out here trying to get camera time. Tasiki's just being Tasiki, and that's enough for me. I don't know if it's enough for y'all, but it's enough for me. But Tasiki, the way Tasiki is on here is the way I would be. I wouldn't be out here trying to find the camera, get the camera on me by doing stupid shit or trying to make a storyline. But Sapphire is talking about how she hit Bianca, saying that she hit her with the pot. And Tasiki said, oh, you hit her with the 1, 2, 3. And she's like, yeah, I did that. And I'm like, you really didn't, but you got a couple hits in, so I'll give you that. But Sapphire is saying that she 3-pieced her, which is why she threw her wig in the toilet. Sapphire then goes into the room with Natalie, the Claremonts, Jela, Meatball, and Aubrey. They're all sitting in there talking about the fight. So Aubrey is saying, like, the royalties from the Chicken Noodle Soup song that Bianca had must have done dried up because flushing wigs in the toilet is giving Campbell soup. Like, I was like, Aubrey is perfect. Like, everything that Mariahlynn wants to be, Aubrey is that. Aubrey can actually say she's an international superstar. She was that. Maybe she's not currently that, but she was that with Danity Kane. Aubrey is naturally funny because Aubrey has the vernacular and the vocabulary to where she actually knows how to use words that make sense in the moment to where it can be funny. Mariahlynn is intellectually challenged and she thinks she's funny and she's not. And she's not an international superstar. Like, a lot of things that Mariahlynn wants to be, Aubrey is. And Aubrey actually fits in with, I ain't gonna say she fits in, but when it comes to being around Black culture and adjacent to it, Aubrey knows her bounds. She knows she's white. She knows there's certain things she can and cannot do. Mariahlynn don't. Mariahlynn likes to say the N-word too. Let's keep that real. But Meatball's laughing about the fact that all this shit was going on. Jela then says she pretty much asked, what did she say? Jela says that she feels Bianca felt like she needed to take up for Mariahlynn, not knowing that Mariahlynn and Sapphire made up. So Sapphire then says to them that she knew that they made up, and then she ends up calling Mariahlynn in because Mariah's not in there. Everybody's talking about Mariah, so she brings her in. Mariah comes in. Sapphire then asks Mariah, like, did you know that Bianca was coming in here wanting to fight me? Mariahlynn gets her ass in there and lies. And I wanted to say this before, but she came in, before she was coming in, like in her confessional, she's saying, like, I'm glad she brought me in here so I can speak my piece because I got my own mind, I got my own mouth, and I'm a grown woman. So she gets in there popping all that just to get in there and lie and say she didn't know what was going on, but she knew that she felt some type of way about the sneaky shit. We all know that's a lie because Bianca, if you don't follow the T pages, you didn't see it. But Bianca released screenshots of their text message the day that they was on that boat in the first episode when Mariahlynn was texting her saying, like, she don't know what type of time Sapphire's on. If she tries some shit, she gonna jump on it. And Bianca was like, okay, bet. Like, it is what it is. Because Bianca was on her way there. So at that point, Bianca thinks, y'all ain't made nothing up. Y'all ain't cool. Like, you just said to me, you don't know what type of time she on. If y'all was really cool, you would have said, look, we cool. So Bianca came in there ready to go. So you lied. You're scary. But she then says that she said that she was cool with her And she never knew that she was going to come in on that sneaky shit, which is why she was upset. She said she's staying out of it because she's cool with both of them. And Jela said, why did you not tell your friend to not come in here and do that then if you knew you was cool with both of them? Mariah said she did. Jela said, but you violated Sapphire and you let her violate Sapphire when you claim that you cool with her and y'all are friends. Let me just say this now. Jela want me back. Jayla was pissing me off last week, but Jayla want me back this whole episode. We're going to get to it, but I'm glad she was holding Mariah accountable here. But Sapphire said, it's no issue with you. Like, I ain't got no smoke with you. It's no issue. But her spitting and throwing my shit in the toilet, it's up. Like, it is what it is. And I'm glad she said it. But we get to the next scene. They're now talking about when the new girls come in. Meatball, some of y'all got a little disappointed. I ain't going to say disappointed, but some of y'all disagree with what I was saying about when Callie said that Meatball was coming off like a follower. And I said I agreed with that. Maybe not agree with her being a follower, but I felt like she should have, because I would have. If I see somebody getting jumped and I know they didn't do nothing wrong, I would jump in and have their back. She didn't do that. I thought it was punk-like. Well, I don't think it was punk-like. I just thought it was stupid and whack because I felt like she should have at least had her back. But her not jumping in to fight against Callie, it was not a bad thing either. But Meatball, I don't know Meatball. I'm getting to know Meatball, but what I saw tonight, I really like Meatball. But Meatball said that she was talking about Gretchen and how Gretchen be talking shit off cameras, and now she's going to have to beat the shit out of her when she gets there. I wanted to make that a point because Meatball stood on that, but we're going to get to it. Because in walks, it's Dia, Slim2Bad, and Tinkabella. They come walking in. They come in on good vibes, twerking, popping ass, dropping in the splits, doing whatever. Diamond Body and Gretch come walking in separately. They come in after them, obviously, because Tinkabella and Diamond Body got issues. Gretch didn't have issues with Slim2Bad or Dia or Tinkabella, but she ended up having some issues with them later on. But they come in next. Gretchen, and I wanted to say this too, because it looked like to me at the end of last week when they showed the sneak peek that it looked like Meatball was about to sneak Gretch. But Gretch comes walking in as they in there twerking and stuff. She comes walking in Meatball's direction. Granted, Meatball was getting off the couch, but Gretch was in her face. Like, her face was looking at Meatball as Meatball was getting off this couch. Meatball stood on what she said. She said, the minute I see her, I'm beating the shit out of her. And that's exactly what she did. She got off that couch and straight up piecing her in her face. So that's when it all began. All the chaos began. So Gretch is now saying that somebody wanted her out of the house. And she got pissed off because Meatball was saying this, but Meatball would not say who it was. Then we got DTB and Tink. And I'm going to start calling Diamond Body DTB because that's too much to say. DTB and Tink, they start fighting now. DTB said she was ready to go the minute she saw Tinkabella, and then they ended up squaring up. So because they got separated, they squared up. Tinkabella tried to swing. Diamond Body ends up getting her in a headlock. They both the same size too. So it's like, if they really got to get it up, really, I feel like it would have been a fair fight and would have been a good fight, essentially, if they both threw hands. But security pounced. They break them up. Gretchen saying that she going to stand on business with whatever bitch wants to fight. I said, okay, well, you better stand on it. And I will give her that. She did, well, I ain't going to give her that. And I just thought about why I'm not going to give her that, and we'll get to it. But Meatball and Gretch square up again. Meatball was tagging her. Every round she got with Gretch, she was whooping her ass. But Diamond the Body and Tink, they get into it again. Tink was swinging and tackling. This is when they went coming out I didn't know it was those two, but whenever Tinkabella started swinging, Diamond Body started headlocking, and Tink was already coming at her, and she got them thunder thighs. So the way she was coming, and Diamond Body's got thunder thighs too, they both was going backwards out the house. Security's coming at them. They knock the doors open, and they fall through. Crazy shit. But Diamond Body wants to now fight in the grass. Tinkabella didn't want to fight in the grass. She's like, get on the concrete. You got your damn black forces on. Get out here on the concrete. But she said she didn't want to go fight in the grass, but she goes out there and they go ahead, lock it up again in the fight to fighting in the grass. But Diamond Body got to swinging this time, and she was connecting. I will give her that. She connected, and you could hear that shit. She was hitting Tink in the face. So at this point, it's 2-1. I give the first 2 rounds to Tink and the last one to Diamond Body. But they ended up separating them. Tink then starts to walk back inside. Diamond Body is now calling her scary. And Tink was like, I'm not scared of you. I'm just tired. Like, we just won a couple rounds. I just, like, literally tackled your ass out this house. Like, she has a reason to say that she's tired. And I believe her. Like, I believe she's tired. But Meatball and Gretch, they back in there again, going another round. Meatball still kicking her ass. Like, she's kicking the shit out of her. And Aubrey standing there in the Twilight Zone like, what is going on? Aubrey is hilarious. But they ended up breaking Meatball and Gretchen up. Now, here's where it gets crazy. Buckle up. This bitch Gretchen says she got snuck. And Meatball saying you ain't get snuck, which she didn't. Gretchen then says, get your dirty ass out of here, nigga. You hear Jela immediately say she's white. Aubrey said, I didn't know we had a racist in here. And the Claremonts and Jela are sitting over there like, I know this bitch didn't just say what I think she just said. Because you all know, if you watch Bad Girls Club, Jela don't play about that N-word. She don't. And I'm glad she don't, because I don't play about the N-word. When it comes to white people saying N-word, I don't play that shit. I have never, thank God, in my 28, almost 29 years of life, I have never been around a white person that has ever said it in my presence. Because God forbid, I would probably be in jail, because I would pop the shit out of you. But Jela, Gretchen is then saying that somebody wants her out of the house, because she's now trying to plead her case. Like, she's trying to get off of the N-word and pretty much say why she's on this type of time. She then pokes her chest out saying she said that somebody wanted me out of this house and I want to know who. Scotty said, you never talked about her though, right? She then says, nah, nigga. Said it again. And then she said, I don't know her. That's why I didn't say that. And she kept on saying it. Like, she kept on saying the N-word, kept saying it. Jayla gets in her confession and said, all I'm hearing is nigga. And I'm like, exactly. Like, why is she continuing to say this? So Jayla at this point is ready to go. The Claremont twins, I forget which one it was. It was either Shannon or Shanae, but they're telling her to not say it. She says, I'm Puerto Rican. Jayla says, but you're not black. Exactly. Like, you are white. White. There are Puerto Ricans out here that are black. There are some Puerto Ricans out here that are brown. You are white. Puerto Rican is not a color. Like, your skin complexion is not Puerto Rican. Me, I'm brown skinned, but guess what? I'm black. I'm black. Me and my sister know we got Cuban in us, but we are black. Two black parents. At the end of the day, we are black. So if that comes out of our mouth, that's okay. You are a white woman. You are white passing. Not even white passing. You are white. Your skin is white. You cannot say that. You cannot say that. But she's then saying that when she says it, she's not being racist, but she felt like she was being attacked. So I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with you saying the N-word? Like, you felt like you was being attacked, so you want to say nigga to all these black women? A bunch of black women around here. You feel like you want to say that because you're being attacked. So now you really want to start calling people niggas. Like, that's crazy to me. So then she then tells them that she understands it, but she don't give a fuck. Jayla's standing right here and the Claremont's is right here. She said, I don't give a fuck. I said, okay, well, you don't give a fuck, so I don't give a fuck about it if they jump you. The Claremont say, but you cannot say it. And Jayla said that you should care, and then she ends up screaming, but I don't. Jayla immediately swung on her. She swung on her. I said swing. That's not a word. She swung on her. Slim2Bad and Meatball pounced as well. I'm like, get her. At this point, get her ass. She just told y'all she don't care about saying the N-word. So Jayla's in the corner swinging on her. Jayla and Gretch get to the ground. Jayla ends up getting her gripped up. Security, this was so, me and my sister was dying laughing because Jayla's face when she had her gripped up, the security was separating her and Gretch is going this way. Jayla's coming this way. Jayla got a fistful of her head and she, the way Jayla was gripping her up, her face was literally like, you could tell how hard she was holding her hair by looking at Jayla's face. Jayla wanted to scalp her ass and I'm not mad at her. But Aubrey said, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen. They need to get rid of her. I'm like, exactly. She needs to go. But everybody's telling her to pack her shit. Aubrey saying that she don't care. To know Gretch, nobody else does. Like, at this point, everybody else is sick of her. Like, you disrespectful as fuck. You a racist. Essentially, well, I don't want to say she's racist, but you're just stupid. Like, saying the N-word. And when I say I don't want to say she's racist, because she hasn't said it with the intent of being like, no, you're black. She's just saying the N-word and it's just ignorant, it's stupid, you're white, you know you're not supposed to say it. It's just fucked up, period. But Scotty is now trying to get Gretchen to understand why it's an issue. She's now saying she understands it. Jayla is still pissed off, swings on her ass, and she connected her good in between security. Gretch then says when she gets upset in her confessionals, she said when she gets upset, she says the N-word. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, you get upset, so you just want to start saying the N-word. Like that's the most weirdest excuse to ever say for saying the N-word when you're white. And then she said where she comes from, nobody gets offended, but she feels violated because everybody's attacking her. What does that have to do with you saying the N-word? But Dia, Dia ends up swinging on Gretch. Gretch then pulls her wig. Jela is still trying to get at Gretch. Aubrey's then noticing Jela is bleeding out of her shirt, and she's floored. Jela said, yes, she bit me. Because she got a chunk, and we all saw that chunk. We all saw it when they was filming it. She got a chunk. So Aubrey is like, hell no, this bitch gotta go. And I'm like, yes, she do gotta go. Not only is she out here saying the N-word recklessly, that should get her out of here. But she's a liability because she just literally that is serious. You taking a chunk out of somebody, I would literally I'd be in jail. I'm gonna just tell you that now. I was gonna say I would press charges, but I would literally be in jail. I would be in jail. And you know what I'm saying by saying that. I wouldn't even put my hands on her. It'd be something else. But she then shows everybody the bike, saying that she needs to go. Jayla saying at this point, y'all need to let me beat her ass. And I'm like, exactly. Let them get their fair one because that's the least you can do at this point. Gretchen is now saying that Jayla's showing out for the cameras. Like, she now sitting here trying to, like, taunt and gaslight Jayla. I'm like, Gretch, you better be ready for it. She then gets in her confessional saying that she bit Jayla because she was in survival mode. So you just say you don't know how to fight. Because, like, if you in survival mode, you need to be swinging. If anything, you need to start grabbing objects. But sitting here biting somebody is crazy. But Jayla wants her fade lined up. She said, line that shit up. They got to line it up. Gretch, I thought might have landed one punch, but when I went back and rewatched it, she didn't hit Jayla. Jayla was straight duping her shit, swinging her around, knocking her in the head. Jayla whooped the shit out of her, and I was so happy she did. They broke it up again. Gretch is saying they lucky that she's that she had drinks and she's drunk, and then she drops the N-word again. I'm like, so you just reckless, just reckless. And I'm like, you saying that you lucky? They lucky because you drunk. Yeah, your little square, your little post up that you did with Meatball was nice, but when it came time to actually throwing it down, Meatball was handling you. You can't fight. That's just what it is. That's why you see her biting people. But they let them fight again. Gretch is then saying that she's not white. I just told y'all, she's saying that you can be Puerto Rican. I'm like, yeah, you can be Puerto Rican, but you're still white. Like, you're not a black Puerto Rican. But Scotty is trying too hard now to be the peacemaker. This is where, because Scotty was sitting there saying, this is why they feel this way. This is why they feel this way. I'm like, Scotty, you black too. So why are you not feeling some type of way about it? Like, I was confused as to why she kept putting the possession on the anger on them and not like feeling some type of way about it. I'm like, okay, Scotty, that's kind of weird. But Scotty is asking for her phone to Google where Puerto Ricans are from.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Because that's what Gretchen kept saying is like, I'm from where I'm from. People say this. And Natalie says there are some Puerto Ricans that are black, but she ain't one of them. Natalie would know because Natalie is black and she is Puerto Rican as well. But Natalie says she's not black. And I'm like, exactly. So she shouldn't be saying it. But Jayla then says, like, she's not going to let nobody. This right here was the same for me. Me and my sister was dying laughing. Jayla says she is not going to let nobody that ain't black call her no motherfucking nigga. She said, if your mama ain't black, if your daddy ain't black, you come out your mouth calling me a nigga or anybody else in this house one, I'm going to make you swallow your motherfucking teeth. I said, thank you. When it comes to somebody, when it comes to the N-word, if anybody going to stand 10 toes behind that word, it's Jayla. And I love her for it. Like she said, I'm going to literally beat your ass every single time. Then she turns around and said, bring that cracker ass hoe. Because now she like, at this point, you done got me to that point. I'm not even mad at her saying it. Bring that cracker ass hoe out here because I'm going to tag her up. I'm going to whoop her ass 3 and 4 times. I'm going to beat your ass every day at this point. I'm not mad at Jayla. This is the one time where she wants to continue to fight. I'm okay with it. Because I want to hit you every time I see you too. But Gretchen's in the room with security and the producer's trying not to get jumped. But Scotty comes over there again trying to educate her, which I'm like, at this point, you literally are wasting your breath because she literally has been told by numerous different people that she should not be saying that word. And you're wasting your breath because she does not care and she wants to continue to use it. And she does continue to use it even after she apologized. But Gretchen's saying again that she's from Puerto Rico. There's black in her family, her grandfather, and her kids are black. Your kids are black probably because of their father. That don't have nothing to do with you. Your grandfather, but what about your parents? You saying your grandfather is black, but what about your dad? What about your mama? That's your direct connection. So what are they? They're not black, clearly, because you didn't say my mama and my daddy is black. So what are you talking about? Stop saying it. But Scotty then says, you're going to have to fight every day at this point because you done got yourself into it. This is what you got to deal with. Jela is in the other room saying, I'm whooping her ass every single time. I'm whooping her ass again. Gretchen then comes in saying that she didn't mean anything by the N-word. She said the N-word. I didn't mean anything by the N-word. Jela said, yes, you did. Like, you kept saying it. And Gretch said she was mad. And Jela said that she don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck that you was mad. You not only said it, but you bit me. So now Jayla has another reason as to why she's mad. But Gretch said that she did it because they was on the floor. She then says to Jayla, like, shit, I don't have a problem with you. She wants Jayla to know that she don't have a problem with you. But guess what? Jayla has a problem with you now. And she has a reason to have a problem with you now. She has two reasons to have a problem with you now. But because Gretch is at this point trying to get Jayla off her case. And it's like, you can't even, like, there's nothing you can say at this point. You done said the N-word, and you've literally bit a chunk out of this woman. She's gonna have a problem with you, and she rightfully has a reason to. But she's then apologizing now about saying the N-word. She says it again, the N-word, not nigger, the N-word. Jayla said, don't say the N-word now because it was nigga, nigga, nigga before. Say it again. Jayla said, why is it the N-word now? And Gretchen said, because Scotty made it make sense to me because she's calm and I'm calm now. I'm like, no. Because they was talking to you calm before. When they was trying to tell you not to say it, they was talking to you calm. You then continue to say, I don't give a fuck. That's why they ended up swinging on you. And that's where the chaos came from. But she then ends up saying that the big bitch, a.k.a. Meatball, snuck her. And Scotty says, you can't bring that up because it was before Jayla. I said, exactly. Like, Meatball hit you. She didn't sneak you. She beat your ass before Jayla even had to address you for saying the N-word because you didn't even say the N-word until after the fact. You said the N-word to Meatball about Meatball because she beat your ass. That's what then made Jayla want to come address you about it. But as all that's happening, Natalie's messy ass is over there saying, oh, she got you good. She got you good. And Gretchen's like, yeah, right here. That's why I want to see her again. But Scotty is trying to coach Gretchen through everything, which is irritating me because I'm like, at this point, let this girl just fend for herself because she don't care. She's still on that Meatball shit. Natalie is saying that Gretch was with Meatball all day, but she was still talking a lot of shit. Dia then comes in talking to Gretch. Gretch turns around and says, what's good, my nigga? I'm done. There's nothing else that this woman can do to ever make me like her. Like, when I tell you, like, if you've been watching me for a minute now, it's rare that I ever change my mind when it comes to somebody. If I don't like somebody, 9 times out of 10, it's not changing. This girl, I knew I wasn't going to like her when I heard that she was out here saying the N-word. To see it now, see her sit here and apologize, continue to do it, then turn around and then literally, like, tell them I don't give a fuck about y'all. To all these black women, telling them, like, I don't give a fuck about y'all having an issue with me saying the N-word. And I'm going to continue to say it in your face. If anybody wants to jump on her, I'm okay with it. Because, like, you need to. But I was like, now at this time, it's time for you to get jumped. And Jayla immediately swung. She swung just the minute that word came out of her mouth. You know Jayla don't play about it. And she said, I'm going to whoop your ass every day, bitch. But Gretchen starts mocking Jayla. And this is why I'm saying, like, if she wants to kill you every day, she's going to do it. But Slim2Bad ends up swinging on her and connecting. Natalie ends up saying, Gretchen saying it's a part of her culture, but she's in a house of bitches who don't play. And Natalie said that she got what she understood what she was saying when it came to the culture situation. I'm like, Natalie, how do you understand that? Like, I don't get it. But Tinkabella, we move on to Tinkabella and Diamond Body. That's the rest of this episode, essentially. She comes in with Diamond Body's wig on, telling her to come back and get the wig. She's now dancing with Meatball and Scotty, saying, come get your wig back. Tinkabella ends up saying to somebody that she ended up biting her lip, and that's why her lip is busted. And of course, Diamond Body is taking credit for that. She's like, no, you didn't bite your lip. I hit you in your face. So Diamond Body is wanting more rounds with Tinkabella. Tinkabella is now dancing on her wig. She got her wig on her feet. She's jumping around dancing on the wig, taunting her, and everybody's laughing. Tasiki, essentially, she's primarily the one laughing the most. Like, I knew Tinkabella and Tasiki was going to get along. I was like, if they don't get along, and they do end up having issues, that's going to be a crazy fight. But I had a feeling they was going to get along, so it was funny to me. Scotty is saying, like, where did y'all find her? Like, this girl is crazy. Diamond Body said that I found her. And then Diamond Body was low-key tagging Tinkabella up. She said, you are 3 different skin tones, which she is. When you look at it, it's true because she low-key is. Like, her face is super light, and she had no makeup on, which is why it's like, okay, damn. And then the rest of her body is like dark. And it's just like, what's going on? You got different, like, your complexions are crazy. But Diamond the Body is still trying to get another round with her, and Tinkabella's sitting down, just like taunting her, talking shit. Diamond the Body ends up saying that she looked like a raccoon because her eyes are black. Like, and she's not lying. Like the way certain things, like the things that she was saying, was making sense because the way her eyes look, it kind of gives you a raccoon. But Tinkabella is now taunting her, saying like, I know why she's mad at me now because she said she had all this money and now I done stole 2 wigs and now she's mad. But she's talking about how she's got the wig ring around the rosy, come and get it, Hosey, or some shit like that. Aubrey and Tasiki are cracking up. Aubrey is thoroughly entertained watching Tinkabella. Tinkabella gets on the ground, starts crawling to try and fake out security to come get her. She then tries to buck security jumps. It was hilarious. But they was dragging the scene, dragging it out. I'm like, oh my God, let's get it. Like, let it go. And the thing is, too, I would have said the same thing about the first scene, but I'm glad that they showed it in its entirety because we got to see that Gretchen was literally out here consistently saying the N-word, even after they addressed it, even after she apologized. So I'm glad they dragged that scene out so we could see all those moments where they were trying to get her to stop, but she continued to do it. But Natalie essentially tells them, like, we're going to sleep. We ain't doing shit else. Like, we're done. Tasiki's like, I'm glad because these bitches need to go to sleep. Go to sleep, wake up, come back at an appointment. But Diamond the Body is like, just give me a shot. Scotty goes and gets the bottle and gives her a shot. The last scene, most of the girls are out by the pool. Everybody except for Bianca and Gretchen. The Claremont twins get naked. All the girls essentially get naked at this point. They finish the night in the pool, having fun. Like, Meatball got baddie baptized. Slim2Bad, Tinkabella, they all got baddie baptized. It was fun. Like, this was actually a moment where it was kind of nice to see because you don't normally see on Zeus or particularly Baddies, the girls at least having fun. So that was a nice little touch. Next week, we got Tommy. Thank God. That's my favorite. Y'all know it. I'm glad she's finally coming back. Biggie was not in this episode. That's who was missing. She was missing as well as Callie, my new favorite. Bianca and Gretch. Nope, I'm sorry. Everybody's getting ready to beat up Gretch. Everybody essentially at this point wants to continue to beat on her. But then we get the beach episode. Y'all remember in the super trailer, the beach episode had so many fights, and it looks like we got so many fights. Callie looked like she's going to be the champ over here at the beach. Like, she looked like she was swinging and whooping on everybody. She got a clean uppercut on somebody, and that shit looked like it's going to hurt. But Team Callie, I'm Team Callie. Mariahlynn looked like she's trying to buck up on her, like, for what? Callie's going to beat your shit in, and I can't wait to watch it. But I got through it, y'all. 30 minutes. I thought it was going to be longer than that, but let me know what y'all thought. Please thumbs up the video if you got this far. Drop a comment down below because I know y'all got thoughts. Drop y'all's comments down below. If you agree, great. If you don't, great. But just keep it respectful. If you don't, keep it respectful. You getting blocked and your comments getting deleted. But if you disagree and you keep it respectful, I will leave it there. And if I have something to say about it, I will respond to it. But I appreciate y'all for getting this far if you did. Like I said, turn your post notifications on because me and Movie Bay, go follow her, go subscribe to her if you have not already. We're going live Mondays. This week is going to be 9 p.m. because I got to watch Dejanay Carrington whoop on Caitlin Clark tomorrow at 7 p.m. But we'll probably do it around 7:30, 8 o'clock Eastern time every Monday. But this Monday, like I said, 9 p.m., be in the chat. Thumbs up the video when you drop in. Drop a comment in the comments. And be live in the chat and get ready to talk if you got something to say. But I will see y'all tomorrow. If you don't see me tomorrow, then I'll see y'all next Sunday. Peace.